we're trying this again. They're headed over to King Tut right now with his evening meal. And I see people are actually able to get on, and I see hearts and likes, so thank you very much. I apologize for the late start. The vet has prescribed new supplements. They're going home for the night. During the day, they're in the kitten cabana so they can be socialized by all of the volunteers, and then at night they go home with the interns, who are probably 99% of the care these cats get while they're here. They take care of them throughout the night, bottle feed them, and turn them into adoptable little pets. Well, thank you for all the happy Memorial Day wishes. Same to you. Huge shout out to all of you who have served or who have sacrificed because of family members who have served to protect all of us. So the new medications that the vet prescribed require that the cats get fed about an hour before they get their medication, which makes meds take 2 hours now instead of an hour. But if it works for the cats, it works.
And I got my band shirt. I'll take the long stick just to push it in. Okay. Oh.
Pancake the cat says hello.
I like pancakes. So
I couldn't name my cat Pancake, I'd eat him up.
We're going to try to move Tiger Lily over to her lockout side, because that's on the board for us to do. We're going to make her unhappy tomorrow. For her own good.
Is she getting anything other than shave tomorrow? Do you know?
I don't know. I've not read anything about her having any issues.
Riza is doing fine. We sent that video to the vet, and he said that he's known about it for a long time, and he thought he had aspirated it and sent it off to see that it was nothing but a fatty mess. So sometimes it shows,
Water bowl, there's only like this much in it.
and sometimes it doesn't, depending on how heavy she is.
Okay. Let me go put little Dove's food in and see if we can move Tiger.
You're not little Dove. No, you're Lakota. Dakota's a tough bobcat. You're so tough. I like him tough. There's little Sioux back there. I know. Why did they get treats and not you? Because you're not sick. Or old. So there's a little project they've been working on. Banshee really loves this den. It's like 8 feet by 12 feet inside, but it only had a tiny little hole. You can see like where those 4 squares were cut out. So if he was back in the back, you couldn't see him. And as old as he's getting, we need to be able to see him. So they busted out all of the concrete there, and we'll have to do some patchwork before he goes back in. Little Dove, I'm wearing your shirt, girlfriend.
Have a shirt.
You got your own shirt. Look at you. It's you right there. Got my sock on here. Can't see what I'm doing. Little Dove's like, why have you got a sock on your phone? How's that for service? Can't ask for any more than that.
But she doesn't like to eat with people. She's like, always have to wait.
Okay,
Walk away.
we're leaving. Hey, Ariel. Why, thank you, Matthew. I made that one myself. There's Tiger Lily. She's going to go in and see the vet Monday. That's what they were talking about when they said she's going to be mad. So you don't like to see the vet. But you got a bunch of mats that need to come off. I see one right there on your back. Laura, that's an idea. I have 2 models of socks that I'm trying on this. One is I just cut the toes off of a sock, so the toe part goes over it. That's not the one I'm using right now. Oh, you don't want to be over here, you want to be over there. Don't go in the den.
Come on, Miss Lily. I got food.
Oh, now you're talking. Especially if I get away. And then the other one is the part at the top that has kind of where your foot goes in. And it's got that little ribbing. So I thought it might allow more sound in if that's open down there. Timing is the issue. Like a lot of times when things happen, I got to be able to rip my phone out of my pocket, jerk off the case. I even bought a special case just that tears off very easily. I bought it at catrescue.biz and it's so cute. Everybody loves it, but it's out of stock, so can't buy it. But I take the case on and off all the time, and I have to be able to put the phone into the stabilizer really quickly to catch whatever's happening. And with this sock, it takes bloody forever to get the little thing scooched in there. I'm going to give them more space. We'll go see King Tut. Oh, what did you guys get? You guys got a lizard? Is it a lizard? Oh, lizards are fun. Make you sick, though. Did Lakota get it? I think he did. I think he got the lizard, Sue. You're so tiny. Did you snarf that down? You did. I saw you. Now you're going to be all pukey. They're telling you Happy Memorial Day, Lakota. Ooh, I missed a bunch of comments there. What happens is if I stop the comment to try and read one of them, then I forget to flick it back up to the top and it just freezes right there. Is that very yummy? Andrew Saper is doing fine. He was on Funcation, and he came back from Funcation 2 days ago. He walked all the way back to his house. It's a long walk through the above ground tunnels. He's trying to get Tut in the foreground and the biscuits in the background, because they're back there just pacing, pacing, pacing. They want what he's got. My phone is already telling me that it's low on battery, so we will not be out here long, I fear. Bonnie Saber's old legs are too short and crippled to get up into a limo, I fear. And around here, our limo is a long golf cart. Oh, that's cool that Saber is your wallpaper. The Canary Islands, that just sounds like such a great place. running. So she must have gotten her over onto the right side. And the door's stuck. So now Linda's got to run over with a stick so they can push it down. Our doors are a design that my father came up with, where there's two poles, like you can see that one right there, and then there's two poles that slide down over top of the poles. But what happens is if one of the poles gets bent or pushed to the side a bit, it'll stick a little bit, so that you have to put some pressure on it. I may have to step inside and do it. Not in with the cat, but in the safety entrance.
There's not much I can do. It won't.
Hold this. I'm gonna.
Carol to the rescue.
I'll shut it. That thing's on, so be careful where you're pointing it.
Point it at her.
Right now you're pointing it at your face.
At my face. That's not good. Oh, I got it. And that's much better. Sorry, people. That was not a good look. You can see Becky is distracting little Tiger Lily with treats, because unfortunately we're locking her on the side for tomorrow morning and the door's stuck. So Carol is going through the safety gate area and just, so the door's just like a couple of inches. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. All right. Yeah. Yeah, because she's got to be sedated tomorrow, so at least she'll have a little something in her stomach overnight. Okay.
Pushing.
Go ahead.
Becky, are you on the radio?
I was on
I was on 3. Okay, I'll go back.
I got that is little dog. Should be in the refrigerator in the closet.
This is Tiger Lily. The shirt is Little Dove. The cat over there is Tiger Lily. She's like, I don't know what's going on here.
She's not happy with us.
No. Sorry.
She's like, you tricked me. I'm never going to walk out
Yeah,
there.
I know. Unless you have food.
Yeah. And then only for certain people. I worked so hard, like, trying to get her to say, be all stick to me. No. Well, it's like, usually it's y'all go right into it. You know, that's, to me, that'll always be Xander. And then Calvin. My Calvin baby. Yeah.
Welcome, Misty. This is her first time, so we are out handing out evening meds with Mama Becky in the navy blue and Linda in the green. And there's Lakota and Sioux, who don't need meds because they're youngsters and they don't have arthritis. We have 27 cats who are over the age of 20, and so they only usually live to be 10 or 12, which means a lot of cats are getting treated for old age issues here. I'm going to go over and see the biscuits a little closer. They call them the biscuits because of Nabisco. Nabisco and Mrs. Claus. Hi. Who's always purring. You're always purring. What?
You need to still go through the outback gate.
I do.
You do. Yeah, so tell them not to lock it.
Interns do not block the outback gate.
Oh, there's just cats everywhere.
Oh, I know.
We're surrounded.
That's because I have a food bowl.
Hands up.
Oh, there's my little missus.
We give up.
There Alright,
my
we
little
need to get
missus.
to Divinity before it's...
What's up, Linda?
Anna was trying to
Was he
reach for your
trying?
stick. There's no food on the stick right now. So you were just going to be loving.
Teddy and her have a thing.
Yeah, he does look more like a Florida Bobcat now. He's lost all that cute, fluffy fur he came here with from South Dakota.
20, so it's been an hour since Apache had it.
Somebody lost a camera strap.
Alright, so we're gonna have to go get his food.
There's Smalls. There's Smalls. I see her up there. Smalls came here with Nabisco and who else? There was a bunch of cats that came from there. 6 cats were rescued from South Dakota. There were 2 cougars, Sassy and Josie, and the Bobcats were Smalls, Nabisco. Why am I blanking on the other 2? Who were the other 2? Okay, I just remembered who the other 2. Before anybody puts it in the comments, let's make that our Facebook question of the day. Who were the other 2 Bobcats rescued from South Dakota along with Nabisco, Smalls, Sassy, and Josie? And to win, you have to be somebody who's never won before and go to bigcatrescue.org/win and post both names, spelling matters, in order to win a day tour pass to Big Cat Rescue valued at $36, or any one item from either one of the online stores, bigcatrescue.biz or catrescue.biz. And even if you aren't the first person to get it right, Luana usually has a really great picture of the day that she gives to the other people who get it right as a download. So be sure and tick the box if you would like to do that. I see here's Apollo. Apollo is a Siberian lynx. Hi. I know, I can't see you very well because you're behind the palmettos. Oh, you gonna come huffing at me? Please don't huff at me. Yeah, I am not gonna mess with you. Mess with your nap, huh? I was napping. Oh, and Luana says today's photo is Riza Cougar, so that's gonna be pretty. Of course, they're all pretty. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, but they're all great. Andrew, we had a lot of new cats, a lot of new kittens in the kitten cabana today, so it was a lot of fun in there. Yeah, Apollo was born May 1st, 1997, so he's 20 years old. Oh, hi, Apache. My son. Who's my good boy? Who's my good boy? Did not that good boy? Yes, it is. He looks ridiculous because he had all of his mat shaved off.
Hang on, give me a minute to put it in there. He took his medicine like a good boy an hour ago, so now he can have food. He didn't eat much today.
You gonna make up for it now?
I was going to say something to you, but then I'm like, well, you said you were going to come back and the insurance, so. But I appreciate everything. Thanks for your help today in the hospital. And good luck with everything. I hope you find a job that you love.
Thank you so much. I'll see you in July.
Is that Sarah? Yeah. want to say goodbye, Becky? Becky? I said bye to her. Okay. See ya.
And everybody on Facebook says bye.
Yeah, I think she's going to come back as a green shirt.
Wonderful.
Yeah. She's a good girl.
Yeah. She wants to move to Tampa.
Well,
Find
she
a
has
job.
family in Orlando, right?
Oh. I didn't know. It just said she was safe from. The bigger one has the children.
Okay. So she was peeking out of the house, so she might come out. I'm going to have to give our only Siberian lynx baby boy a treat. I want to have plenty of time to get to his lockout. So I'm hiding it from him.
Do you think she's fooling him? Lori, I think they said Sarah C., one of the interns, but she's going to come back and join us as a green shirt volunteer. She's had enough training to get to that level. Linda Duchess is one of the cats who is in the witness protection program, so we really can't talk about them. If you want to know more about that, you can go to bigcatrescue.org/law enforcement. There might be a dash between law and enforcement, I'm not sure. And it'll tell you all about how we often work with government agencies to provide a safe place for the cats to be during litigation with owners who have them illegally. There are currently 4. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that it was a hard day. I'm glad to hear that the cats can give you some relief. You know what I did today? I tried to always do it on Sundays because that's the time when I'm usually the only person working in the office, and so it's quiet. But I like guided meditations for about an hour, and there's several different people I like to listen to, but there's a guy recently I've been listening to. His last name's Seeley, and the only reason I can remember his last name, I can't remember his first name, is because it's like the mattress and he just puts me right to sleep. But I just wake up feeling so refreshed and so ready to take on the challenges of the day. If you don't take time to meditate, I would certainly suggest that you give it a try. I think you might like it. Yes, Pam, there have been other cats.
Oh no, the stalker. Bill Lewis.
Not Bill Lewis.
Frank.
If it's Bill Lewis, that's really weird. It is kind of tall and skinny like Bill.
I know.
Bill Lewis was a long-time volunteer here.
And he wouldn't mind that being called Bill Lewis.
No, not at all. I think he would like that the bill is still on the tour path.
Yeah. Good boy, Patch.
She calling you Patch because your fur's all patchy?
No, he's always been Patch Patch. Beautiful blue eyes.
I know, Lori, the bird of many names. Everybody like, it's Ernie!
Still trying to get Divinity to take her supplement. Which means after she takes the supplement, we have to wait another hour before we can try to give her her pill. And her
Oh
meal.
my word.
Whatever it takes.
It's hard enough to get their attention once.
Especially her. She's been a little difficult.
My battery's
Yesterday
dying.
he wouldn't take his and she came right out for hers, and then today he took his and she won't.
You guys trading off? Is that what you're doing?
Go away, Bill Lewis. Just from the car. That's all. Not to leave.
Amanda, they announced that they're trying to send the tigers to Germany to a circus, and we are asking people to go to tigershows.com and speak out against that. So if you go to tigershows.com, there will be a link to the U.S. Government form where you can ask them to retire the cats instead of exporting them.
Out or anything? I don't want to leave because the blue jays dive bombing and already took something off the tree. Fortunately. Yeah. There's no blue jays getting in here. No. Unfortunately. Good thing it wasn't anything with the car. Alright. Just a little piece of ground. I know. That's why. You know, I'm not. It sounds terrible, but I'm not sad when I hear that there's blue jay feathers in the enclosure. I mean.
That happened today.
Those birds are mean to the cats. The cardinal and the blue jay just circling. And the cardinal.
Who knew they were such carnivores?
I don't know. Yeah. Well, that's why, like, you know, blue jays and cardinals are popular for sports teams because they are aggressive birds. So you're tough. You know, when you're a blue jay, you're tough. You know, people think birds are always so mean. Got a nice little mascot. But isn't there something about cardinals? When you see a cardinal, it means an angel's near. Yeah.
Oh man, lots of angels in this place.
There is. But there are. I mean, it's visited by someone who just recently departed when a cardinal was. But they're feisty. That was always our cow. That was so good.
Patricia, I am sorry, it's a government site, and government sites are the pits, but that's the only place that the comment is going to matter, so please be patient with it. Maybe try on a Wi-Fi connection or a computer rather than a mobile device. It's really important that as many people as possible contact Congress to let, or not Congress, but contact U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to let them know that that's just atrocious to export those tigers, 15 tigers, to the circus in Germany. They've certainly earned the fact that they should be kept someplace where they don't have to perform any longer. Hey Pharaoh, I think we're going to end with you. I am out of battery life. Hello, handsome. All right. Any last questions before I call it a night? The place to go to file the petition to ask that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service not send the tigers to Germany is at tigershows.com. tigershows.com. Well, thank you, Suzanne Messna. Thank you for all the wonderful video clips that you capture from the Explore Cams all the time. And Labana just posted that link, tigershows.com, in the comments here for you. I know a lot of the things that we ask you guys to do, like going to bigcatact.com and contacting your member of Congress, those are things that only people in the U.S. can do. I'm not sure about the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service form. I haven't heard from anybody whether or not it's limiting it to just U.S. addresses. You are welcome, Lori. Judy, this is a white serval, but it's not a good thing to be a white serval. Unfortunately, the only way you get that white coat color in lions and tigers and servals is through inbreeding. So anytime you see it, you know the cat's suffering from a lot of genetic issues. Ah, Marcia says she was able to comment from Canada, so that's good news. I don't know if you can see Ginger down there behind her. Hey everybody, it's Carol at Big Cat Rescue, and Linda is handing out meds, and we have Lori, the secretary to the cats, who does all of those wonderful letters to the management that you guys love so much. She's here with a whole group of people from Explore, and she's riding around with me while we're doing the evening meds. So over there, Linda is doing a fist pump hello, giving Ginger something to play with, and giving Jojo his evening meds. She was so cute playing with her food the other night. And she's playing with it tonight. Don't know if you guys can see her way out there. Linda wants to make sure she doesn't forget where she left her chick. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. There, she's eating it. Next on our list will be Saber. Saber's right across the street here. I see a tail flicking out of the den over there. Are you flagging down a treat cart? Dave, I'm guessing you want to know the youngest and oldest of our cats, not our caps. The youngest cat out here is probably Nova, who is a rehab bobcat. She's under a year, and she's going to be set free this year. She might be at a year. And then our oldest cat is Saber, who's 25. And we have 27 cats right now who are over the age of 20. This is Saber that she's trying to get us attention. What are you doing? Come here. Oh. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. What you need? Do you have a longer one on your cart?
No, I just came out without it. Come on now. You coming? Yay! Come on now.
For the cats, it's like they have all day. They know you'll wait. That was worth it. Oh, somebody's got spider webs on his head again.
That's the piece that just gets him out of the cat. This is the cat. Yum.
Looks like somebody was drooling in the sand. I see sand all stuck to your whiskers. I drool when I sleep too. It's not like he's skinny.
No. Thank you, bud. You're a good boy.
Dave, the only cats that we can release back to the wild are those who were born in the wild. So in Florida, that would only be bobcats or Florida panthers. We've never had any experience with rehabbing Florida panthers. They always end up stuck in a zoo somewhere. But we do a lot of bobcat rehab and release. Right now, Nova is in our rehab program and will probably be released in another month or so. Was it worth it? That was worth it. And you guys have got to see Lori's shirt because this is so funny. Straighten it out here so they can, yeah. Can you guys read that? Letter to the management, May 12, 2017. Dear Sir, Madam, today some of the stalkers from Explore.com visited our home. Now we know what they look like too. I love that. We had a group of 6 of them here this morning, and we did a little tour, and then they're coming back in an hour or so to do the night tour. And tomorrow they're coming back for the keeper tour, and I think you're doing the feeding tour.
I'm doing the feeding tour. And I made a mistake on my shirt. It should be explore.org, and I put explore.com.
I think both go to them. Sundari!
Who's Joseph roaring?
I think it's Nikita. It's too close for Joseph because it's coming from right there. You gonna be there, me beautiful? This is Sundari.
So pretty.
So for our Facebook question of the day, first person to go to bigcatrescue.org/win. And if you've never won before and you get the answer to this question right first, you'll win either a $36 day tour pass to Big Cat Rescue, or you can pick any one item from Big Cat Rescue, or I'm sorry, yeah, from bigcatrescue.biz or catrescue.biz. And the question is, you just saw the date of Sundari's birth. Tell me what Sundari and I were doing on that day, and you'll be the winner. It was kind of dramatic, so it's something I think you would remember if you knew it. Did you get yours yet? Yeah.
But he gets the same amount. Equal opportunity treated.
Oh, I'm seeing something new in here. I'm seeing flowers along with the likes and hearts. I like those. They look like morning glories. They're so pretty. I don't know what they mean, but I like them. I love how Facebook's always doing something different.
Is it something special for that? Maybe for Mother's Day or something?
Oh, maybe. Mother's Day, that's a great idea. That would be flowers.
Yeah.
You guys were never mothers, but you get flowers anyway. Oh, Christine says the flowers mean thankful. Well, I am thankful for all you guys, that's for sure. Zoom in on you, miss. Oh, that was so yummy. All right.
Sundari.
Oh, good. Riza's out. Shitaro's up on his platform, but Riza's been acting weird all day, so I'm glad she's out. You've been so weird. You have. Meow.
Riza? I love the way she talks.
She's like, I'm gonna get you, Lynda. I'm gonna get my paw out and get you.
Was that a thank you?
It's her version of it. It's too busy in the morning.
She's so cute and chatty.
Get a better view for the feeding lockout for you. Might be worse. We shut the doors before putting food in for all of the cats that are really food aggressive, and she is definitely one of them. She looks like she's ready to do that. Thank you, Lauren. Well, thank you for the happy Mother's Day wishes. Where are you headed next, Lynda?
I'm just going to give Diablo his and then Priya.
Okay.
And, well, actually, Aspen and Maggie.
We'll see if we can see Diablo. I usually have to stay back from him because he's not keen on people getting close. What's he doing, Gabrielle? She's stalking. There's Ginger, seeing if she can get treats again on this side.
Hey, you never know when it might work.
They get so excited, though. It's like right in front of them.
TJ's out up on this platform.
His head is huge.
He does have a huge noggin.
Huge.
Pretty big feet, too. Poochie, thank you for the happy Mother's Day from Germany. My mother is actually in Germany right now. She's gone with her church on the Reformation tour to see where the Reformation of the church happened, and is visiting Germany and Switzerland and some other places that I've forgotten. I don't know if you could hear her, but Lynda said Riza ate all her food. Barbara, sometimes we set camera traps out where the cats have been released. Back in the early days when we first started doing this, a decade or better ago. I've been doing it since I was 17, which was like, I don't even know how many years ago that was. I'm 55, I can't do the math. But at any rate, when we started doing it with kittens, we weren't sure that they would survive in the wild. And so what we did was we worked with the owners of a 17,000 acre ranch who did eco tours. And what they did was they kept an eye out for the cats that we released there, and they let us set up camera traps, and we were finding that our cats were coming back to the camera traps over a year later, and so we knew that they were doing just fine in the wild. So now sometimes we will set out camera traps if we can. A lot of times the people where we release the cats don't want people coming and going from their property, and you have to release them on privately owned land, so we have to be sensitive to that. But where we can, we do set up traps, and Jamie frequently will post images of those in her presentations and sometimes online. In fact, today I spent a good part of the day filming the work that we're doing on our rehabilitation cages, and she has a couple interns out there helping her building the feeding tubes and everything so that we make it as natural an experience as possible for the cats. And we're going to be opening up a whole program on bobcat rehabilitation as far as the training.
Sorry.
We've put all of the training of our interns and volunteers online in a do-it-yourself kind of at your own pace course called zoocollege.com, and Jamie and I are now working on one for just bobcat rehab. There's a section at zoocollege.com on bobcat rehab, but this is going to be really extensive, and so it's got lots of great videos. This is Priya. Dave, we have worked with Born Free a lot over the years. There is a coalition of us who are all working on a federal bill to ban the private possession of these cats, and the primary
Actually, never mind about the watering cart. We figured it out. We're all done for whenever you want to come take a look at it, and we're all filled up for tour water.
the primary organizations involved in that are the International Fund for Animal Welfare, the Humane Society of the United States, Big Cat Rescue, of course, Born Free, World Wildlife Fund, Animal Legal Defense Fund. If you go to bigcatrescue.org and type in Big Cat Coalition Timeline, it'll give you the entire timeline of that coalition and all the work that all those organizations have been doing together for the cats. I just got right up in your way, didn't I, Lynda? Hoover. Hoover's next, Priya. Not gonna chase the cart? Hello up there. This is Aries, Orion, and Artemis. That's Artemis back there stalking behind that palmetto like you can't see me. Which den is Hoover in? Do you see him? I see a foot, I think. That's him. Yeah. It's yummies.
There you are. Come on, Papa.
No, Dave, our cages are built, as you can see, in this kind of rounded shape. And whenever you have hurricanes, there's a lot of wind and rain. So the wind and the rain just go right through those panels. There's nothing to really catch to pull a cage down. Those tarps that are up top there, if we had a hurricane coming, we would probably take those down. I know we'd take down those sails because they would disappear, but they're not going to pull the cage down. And then those concrete dens that the cats are in are 4 inches of reinforced concrete over rebar. So they're probably the safest place on the entire property to be is inside one of those concrete dens. Good job, Hoover. I'm going to move us down a bit and see if we can get a better view of him.
He's huge.
He's got a really big frame, but man, he's got a skinny butt. He's kind of broad in the shoulders, but just narrow as all get out back in.
Woo. You're really good at driving backwards.
I used to live with a woman. She says, you just drive backwards because you can. Well, thank you, Dave. Kind of hard to see him through all these layers of wire. He has 2 cages here, and each one is about 1,800 square feet. Each one has a den, so it's this den and that den, and then he's got that pool and that pool. He's like, I'm going to sneak up behind you. That would be fun. Sarah, there's only been 1 alligator in this lake in all these years, and thankfully the volunteers managed to wrestle it into the trunk of their car and take it up north to another lake to release it. It was about a 6-foot gator. I almost ran into a gator. Had to be 10 feet long. He was twice as tall as I am and bigger around than me. And he had just crossed the tour path where I was riding my bike and had just pulled into the brush. It scared the living daylights out of me. I can't believe people walk along that same walking trail with 2-year-old children walking beside them. Oh, look at him eating. That makes us happy. Our cats are usually fed in the morning, but we have a few cats that just insist on eating in the evening, and Hoover is one of them. Karen, I love all those different color hearts you got there. The day tours are $36 per person, and then the tours, I don't know off the top of my head, but if you go to bigcatrescue.org/tickets, there's different kinds of tours, like keeper tours and night tours and feeding tours, and those are all more than the regular tours, but I can't recall precisely how much.
He didn't eat it all.
Come back and pick it up. Where are you heading next?
Joseph and Sioux. that they're neighbors.
Won't that be easy now that they're side by side?
That'd be like square convenient. Yeah. It's easier when now that Luce isn't next to Hoover. Hoover? Mm-hmm. Average size male tiger. He's just got the skinniest back.
That's what I just said.
He's got the skinniest rear end.
From the front end, he looks like any other tiger, but in
Right.
the back end, you're just like, ugh.
I know. It's because he makes half of his food. Not that we don't give it to him, but whatever. Okay, Joseph, here we go.
We're headed to Joseph. Joseph Lion. Well, we were headed to Joseph Lion. That was Afton asking me to meet her at Apache and Divinity, so I'm going to have to sign off. Sorry about that, guys.